Masturbation is often considered a normal part of human behavior, but how much is too much? How many times can you do it daily without it becoming an addiction? What if you find it hard to stop? In this video, we'll explore these critical questions and uncover why you should reconsider this seemingly harmless act. We'll dive deep into the scientific perspectives, discussing how dopamine release can lead to addiction and the physical and psychological consequences of compulsive behavior. We'll also examine historical views on masturbation and how societal perceptions have evolved over time. Furthermore, we will delve into the Stoic philosophy, highlighting insights from Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus on self-control and the pursuit of true freedom. You'll learn how mastering your desires can lead to a more fulfilling life, and how Stoic principles can help you overcome compulsive behaviors. Lastly, we'll share practical steps to overcome compulsive masturbation, including setting clear goals, seeking support, and incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine. Additionally, we'll present an inspirational story of transformation to illustrate the power of self-mastery and virtuous living. Join us as we uncover the hidden traps of this common habit and explore paths to greater self-control and inner peace. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you never miss our valuable content on self-improvement and philosophical insights. Now, let's look at the scientific perspective. Modern medicine states that masturbation is completely normal, not just in humans, but also in other mammals like dogs. However, this wasn't always the case. Historically, masturbation was considered immoral, especially for men, because it was believed to waste reproductive potential. For women, it was thought that masturbation could distance them from men by finding pleasure alone. This moral burden was compounded by myths claiming that masturbation caused diseases, discouraging the practice altogether. In the past, societies held strict views on sexual morality. The Victorian era, for instance, saw masturbation as a moral failing. Publications like Samuel Tissot's Onanism claimed that masturbation could cause severe health problems, including blindness and insanity. This perspective was rooted in the belief that sexual energy should be conserved for reproduction. According to Dr. Justin Lee Miller, a research fellow at the Kinsey Institute, highlights that while occasional masturbation is normal, excessive masturbation can lead to issues like insomnia and fatigue. A study by the French Institute of Health and Medical Research concluded that the male brain deactivates sexual desire after orgasm, aiding sleep. The cerebral cortex, responsible for conscious thought, goes to rest post-climax, explaining why many men fall asleep after sexual activity. Nevertheless, masturbation does have some health benefits. It can help relieve stress, improve sleep, and even reduce the risk of prostate cancer in men. However, these benefits must be weighed against the potential risks of excessive masturbation. Chronic masturbation can lead to physical issues such as skin irritation and decreased sensitivity. Psychologically, it can contribute to anxiety, depression, and relationship problems. The real issue lies hidden within its benefits. Masturbation releases dopamine, a hormone that makes us feel good, reducing stress and providing a sense of reward. This dopamine release is so pleasurable that it can lead to addiction. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders included hypersexuality disorder in 2017, classifying excessive masturbation as an obsessive-compulsive disorder. Furthermore, Dr. Valerie Voon, a neuroscientist at the University of Cambridge, explains that the brain adapts to constant dopamine release, leading to increased tolerance and a need for more frequent stimulation. Over time, this can cause the brain to block dopamine receptors, resulting in frustration and a lack of pleasure, much like the cycle seen in addiction to substances like nicotine or alcohol. When you masturbate, your brain releases dopamine, creating a feeling of pleasure. This is the same chemical released when you eat delicious food, achieve a goal, or take certain drugs. Dopamine is part of the brain's reward system, encouraging behaviors that are essential for survival and well-being. However, when this system is overstimulated, it can lead to addiction. Addiction is a cycle of seeking pleasure to escape discomfort. The more you engage in an addictive behavior, the more your brain adapts, requiring more of the behavior to achieve the same level of pleasure. This is known as tolerance. As tolerance builds, the individual must engage in the behavior more frequently, leading to a cycle of addiction. The Stoics, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, masters of self-control and wisdom, viewed pleasure and lust from a unique perspective. For them, masturbation was not just a quest for carnal satisfaction, but an opportunity to explore the limits of the body and mind. They saw it as an exercise in self-awareness and a path to true freedom. Epictetus asserted that self-control distinguishes a good man, not indulgence in pleasure. Seneca's writings emphasize that mastering our desires elevates the human spirit. He argued that instead of being slaves to our desires, we must become their masters. The ability to enjoy pleasure while understanding and containing it signifies a higher level of self-awareness. Stoicism teaches that true freedom comes from mastery over our desires and emotions. According to the Stoics, indulgence in fleeting pleasures leads to a loss of control and inner peace. Instead, they advocated for moderation and self-discipline. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius wrote about the importance of self-control. He believed that by mastering our desires, we could achieve inner tranquility and wisdom. He urged his followers to focus on what they could control and to accept what they could not. From a Stoic perspective, every action has consequences not only for us, but also for the natural order of the universe. Succumbing to intense desires, like uncontrolled masturbation, disrupts our harmonious connection with nature and leads to guilt, shame, and dissatisfaction. Moreover, psychotherapist Dr. Mary Lemire points out that compulsive behaviors often stem from an attempt to escape uncomfortable emotions. The Stoics teach us to face our emotions through introspection and self-regulation, promoting mental serenity and true inner peace. Compulsive masturbation can have severe emotional and psychological effects. It can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and low self-esteem. Over time, these negative emotions can contribute to mental health issues like depression and anxiety. True satisfaction lies in self-mastery and finding joy in simple and virtuous living. Practicing meditation and mindfulness can help resist temptations and face emotions healthily. Compulsive masturbation becomes an obstacle to mental serenity, pulling us into regret and away from the peace found in moderation. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for managing urges and emotions. By practicing mindfulness, you can become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to respond to them in a healthy way. Meditation can help you develop greater self-control and inner peace. Here are some practical steps to overcome compulsive masturbation. 1. Awareness and acceptance. The first step is to acknowledge the problem. Understand that it is okay to seek help and that many people struggle with similar issues. 2. Set clear goals. Establish what you want to achieve, such as reducing the frequency of masturbation or eliminating it altogether. Clear goals provide direction and motivation. 3. Seek support. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist. Support groups and online forums can also provide valuable insights and encouragement. 4. Replace the habit. Find healthy alternatives to replace the habit. Engage in physical activities, hobbies, or creative pursuits to redirect your energy. 5. Practice self-control. Develop self-discipline through small, manageable steps. Gradually increase the time between masturbation sessions and practice self-control in other areas of life. 6. Mindfulness and meditation. Regular mindfulness and meditation practices can help you manage urges and develop greater self-awareness. Allow me to share a personal story of transformation. A friend of mine struggled with compulsive masturbation, seeking momentary pleasure but facing an emotional storm afterward. By immersing in Stoic teachings and practicing self-control, they underwent a profound transformation, finding true joy in self-mastery. They now live a life of inner peace and authenticity, free from the slavery of fleeting desires. Psychologist Dr. Mark Griffiths notes that recovery from compulsive behaviors often involves significant lifestyle changes. By adopting new habits and focusing on long-term goals, individuals can overcome addiction and find greater satisfaction in life. In conclusion, living according to our deepest principles and values brings true happiness. Compulsive masturbation can divert us from our noble purposes and the true happiness found in virtue and inner peace. Let's learn from the Stoics and find satisfaction in self-mastery and virtuous living. By practicing meditation and mindfulness, we can promote the mental serenity needed to resist temptations and face our emotions healthily. This compulsion becomes an obstacle to mental serenity, dragging us into regrets and steering us away from the peace found in self-control and moderation. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss our future content on self-improvement and philosophical insights. Together, we can achieve a life of greater self-control and inner peace.